Welcome back. This week's narrative. Noah, hit that intro. All right, this week's narrative. It is zero RB season with the injuries of Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey. I've seen the zero RB victory laps this week, and for me, it's honestly puzzling because every time I go out and chirp zero RB guys because it's fun to do, they talk about how zero RB in its natural form does not tell you to skip on guys like Christian McCaffrey and Barkley. If you pick from the 101, you have to take Christian McCaffrey. If you pick from 102, you have to pick Saquon Barkley, and then you go wide receivers down below that. So, look, one, I think it's a weird victory lap. I think honestly, the teams that I'm doing the best in, I went robust RB because even if I lost one of them, I still have another one. And then honestly, if you're picking from the back end of the draft as well, like Nick, I'm sure you were advocating for something like a Jacob Malasander stack. You're fucking golden right now. You are living the goddamn dream if you went with that. So, look, I think zero RB has always been kind of stupid. To be honest with you, I don't think it's a play to win strategy. It's a play not to lose. You're basically playing to like out survive like 80% of the field. When in reality, in dynasty and in fantasy, you want to be playing to beat 90-something% of the field. And the way to do that is get workhorse running backs.
I mean, listen, it's like if you went zero running back and then you went wide receiver heavy to begin with, it's like, okay, who did you end up with? Michael Thomas, whose ass is on the bench right now. Julio Jones, who just put up 2.3 fantasy points. Like maybe you got Devontae Adams, who I believe pulled his hamstring. I don't know if he's hurt or not. Tyreek Hill had a relatively good game, and you know what? It's just like this is everyone fucking sucks this year. There's like there's like four guys that are good, but I still go back to exactly the strategy that we went into with because at the end of the day, running backs and the workhorse running backs are the ones. If you look at the teams that are going to win your championship this year, it's going to be the ones who have the two best running backs on their fucking team.
Yeah, I think I'm developing a new strategy. It's called zero bad player strategy. I'm just going to draft guys that stay healthy and do well because that seems to work year in and year out, and nobody's talking about it.
Boom. I mean, it's so easy. It kind of blows my mind that nobody does it, that you just draft good players and the ones that don't get hurt. But I mean, dude, honestly, like you said, if you went zero RB and I had a zero RB draft, just because I was forced into it. But who did you have, man? I was targeting guys like AJ Brown out for the game. Galladay been out for 2-3 weeks. Yeah. Chris Godwin out for last week. Like everybody's fucking hurt, man. The strategy this year was 0 first-round picks, 0 first and second-round picks, because that's the only way you've paid some of these fucking injuries. It's been a brutal year, brutal for injuries, brutal for any strategy, to be honest with you. But I think the key coming out of this is, I came into this year really building for depth. Well, that's one. And two, structuring teams where I can capitalize on some variance. And what that meant for me was like getting some of these rookie running backs who you normally wouldn't expect to start, get the starting gig. And we're seeing rookie running backs kind of really step up. Not necessarily the ones that we thought in James Robinson, but we're definitely seeing some production there. So look, every year, man, every year it happens. We all think we know what's going to happen and we debate all off season. And it turns out nobody knows diddly shit. And so we're in that part of the season now. I mean, it kind of feels like we're in week 8. That's what it feels like right now. Because
Mike, imagine thinking that you don't win your league off the waiver wire. Look what's going on.
Imagine.
Yeah, dude. Somebody literally just responded to like one of my tweets, and said like, "Hey, it was like my zero RB tweet," and he's like, "I just don't know how people still think they win their league at the draft. I prefer robust RB personally, and I'm still putting claims on these running backs."
Hey, somebody's going to win this year with, what's his name, Mike Davis and James Robinson and Nyheim Hines somehow, so can't knock it.
I mean, yeah, maybe Nyheim Hines on the bench if they have someone else starting, but not in your starting lineup.
Nyheim Hines, a whole-ass opportunity yesterday. One whole-ass opportunity.
That's what it is, man. You just can't invest in scat backs. Like, the amount of money you save, that's my one of my golden rules in Dynasty and Fantasy is just don't invest in scat backs, and you'll save a lot of money.
And yet you're touting Austin Eckler. Look at you go.
Yeah, Austin Eckler.
I was told Nyheim Hines was the goal line back. That's why I invested in him.
All right. That's all we got for you guys. Short one this week. Make sure you tune in, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, follow us on Twitter, and talk shit.